Hello. Winnipeg residents are fed up with habitual criminals committing the same crimes over and over again in our city. And I'm fed up too. Due to recent judicial precedents and national legal changes, courts are releasing many repeat offenders on an order or a promise to reappear, as if chronic criminals are likely to be on their best behavior while awaiting trial for yet another charge. And in too many cases, that's not happening. Too much violence and disruption in our city is coming from the same individuals, no matter how many times they've been arrested by law enforcement. It's a threat to frontline professionals, to firefighters, paramedics, social workers, doctors, nurses, police officers, and bus drivers who are worn down by disruption and even assaults by the same people. It's a threat to our economy, since stores and offices can't function if people can threaten staff and steal from them repeatedly multiple times a year. It's a threat to social progress, since we can't help homeless or addicted people if repeat offenders are freed to prey upon the vulnerable. And it's a threat to the residents of our city, who are the victims of property theft and break-ins by the same repeat offenders. Winnipeg has taken action since 2022 on crime prevention. We've restored the joint Winnipeg Police RCMP warrant unit, which is arresting violent repeat offenders who are breaching their court orders. They're making one arrest per day on average in the last 2 years. We've appointed Gene Bowers as our new police chief, and he's leading the police service to be more proactive with its crime prevention strategy. New patrol officers graduate this fall and next year, funded by this year's property tax increase. We've created a safety officer team for transit. We're investing in civilian crime prevention and youth programs through the Safe Winnipeg initiative. And we'll do more soon to boost our mental health emergency response. The province has launched many initiatives of their own, including funding for new downtown patrols and the Retail Crime Task Force. But there's a limit to what law enforcement and social interventions can accomplish, as long as our justice system keeps releasing high offenders back into the community. I'm speaking today because there is now a real opportunity to fix this problem. During the 2025 election, Prime Minister Mark Carney promised new legislation to push for bail reform for those accused of a basket of specific crimes. Winnipeg needs that legislation to be bold and broad. We need Ottawa to reduce judicial discretion to release repeat offenders on bail. We need tighter parole and statutory release practices so that high-risk repeat offenders serve more of their sentences away from their potential victims. And we need rehabilitation investments so that jail breaks the cycle of crime wherever possible. Earlier this summer, I invited 3 other key Manitoba mayors and municipal leaders to join me in writing a letter to Justice Minister Sean Fraser. We called for comprehensive bail and sentencing reform targeting all repeat offenders. To Minister Fraser's credit, he called me immediately once he'd seen our letter. It was a constructive call. He confirmed the government's intention to act. But I don't want to leave this to chance. We have to make our case to make sure any reforms are as bold as possible. With public record information from our Winnipeg Police Service, I will be releasing a weekly bulletin on repeat offenders to give you and the federal government real-world examples of how bail and habitual crime is impacting safety and security in Winnipeg. And you can help. I'm asking you to write to Minister Fraser or to your local member of parliament. Be polite, be nonpartisan, but be firm in your support for comprehensive bail and sentencing reform to make our community safer. Accused people have the right to be presumed innocent on any charge at trial, but we can't be naive. Canadians also have the right to expect that our justice system works and that they will take precautions against those who repeatedly commit crimes in our cities. If you can join me in speaking out on this important issue, please accept my thanks on behalf of this overwhelming majority of Winnipeggers who just want to live and work in safety, security, and peace. Thank you.